Corpbiz.
Hello and welcome to Corpbiz. My name is Shalin Verma, and in today's video we will understand the regulations governing the excavation of ordinary earth from a burrow area in case of linear projects. First, let's understand the important terms which will be used here. So first is ordinary earth. Ordinary earth means earthen materials such as soils and rocks used for filling or leveling purpose in constructing embankments, roads, railways and buildings, etc. Next is burrow area. A burrow area is an area from where earthen materials is excavated for the purpose of construction. Next comes minor minerals. Minor mineral is another term which we will be using here. It has been defined under Section 3 of the Mines and Minerals Act of 1957. It comprises minerals that are locally available and have local use. These are not used in any significant industries. Most of these are used in building and construction materials such as limestone, marble and marble chips, brick earth, building stones, gitti, granite-sized dimensional stone, kankar, sand and morrum, and finally ordinary earth. Let's now understand the regulations governing their excavation. The power to frame the policy and legislation relating to minor minerals is entirely delegated to state governments. But in 2016, an amendment made environmental clearance compulsory for mining of minor minerals in areas less than or equal to 5 hectares. In 2020, the Ministry of Environment and Forest amended Appendix 9 of the EIA notification. This provided an exemption from environmental clearance process for extraction or sourcing of burrowing of ordinary earth for linear projects like pipeline, roads, etc. This amendment was challenged before the National Green Tribunal, which disposed of the application and directed a revisit of the notification by observing that instead of a blanket ban exemption, the ban must strike a balance and be hedged by appropriate safeguards such as the process of excavation and its quantum. The National Green Tribunal in Shri Rajiv BabasahebWaman&Ors versus the Ministry of Environment and Forest observed that the excavation of earth, mining of sand and minor minerals is a hazardous activity and has an adverse impact on the environment and cannot be left unregulated. The NGT also observed that a blanket exemption is against the ecologically sustainable developmental norms and the judgment of the Hon'ble Supreme Court. Next, the matter was referred to the concerned expert appraisal committee for deliberation. After due consideration, the EAC was of the opinion that if such linear projects have obtained environmental clearance based on EIA studies incorporating such sourcing of construction materials, necessary safeguards are already incorporated in the EC appraisal process. However, if such sourcing of material is not considered in the EIA or such linear projects does not attract the provisions of environmental clearance, such individual activities will be subject to extant environmental regulations as per the EIA notification of 2006 and the related directions issued by the state government or the SPCVs, which need to be observed while sourcing construction material. The ministry therefore decided that the exemption from EC provided in 2020 for borrowing of ordinary earth for linear projects will be subjected to a standard operating procedure. So projects will only be exempted from the EC process if they follow the SOP, which we will discuss now. At the time of selection of burrow site, the following issues have to be considered and studied. First is siting burrow pit location, then soil erosion aspects, accumulation of runoff and associated problems, disposal of debris by the local community in an open burrow area, transport of borrowed earth to the construction site, preservation of topsoil of 15-meter depth and reuse for plantation. Reinstatement of burrow pits and sites must be considered before the selection of the site. Now, for the selection of a site for burrow area, the locations that have been identified include agricultural lands, dredging materials from dredging ponds, lakes, rivers and canals, materials from road construction projects, barren land or land without tree cover, and material from the excavation of proposed culverts. Also, during the excavation of ordinary earth, it must be ensured that there is no prominent, unsuitable soft rock within the proposed depth of the excavation that can make rehabilitation challenging. Therefore, burrowing must be avoided on properties that are close to tow line of road and highways, irrigated agricultural lands, grazing land, properties that are part of the settlements, and properties that are more than 1 kilometers away from the environmentally sensitive areas. Now, it also becomes crucial to understand the relevance of redevelopment of borough areas. The objective of rehabilitation program is to return the borough pit site to a safe and secure area which the general public should be able to use safely. Securing borough pits in stable conditions is the fundamental requirement for rehabilitation process. This could be achieved by filling the borough pit approximately to the road level. Other measures that can be taken include borough pits must be backfilled with rejected construction waste, including fly ash, compacted and given a turfing or vegetative cover on the surface. If this is not possible, then the excavation slope should be smoothened and the depression must be filled so that it looks more or less like an original ground surface. Next, during the work's execution, the contractor must ensure that the preservation of trees during piling of material, spreading of stripping material to facilitate water percolation and allow natural vegetation growth, re-establishment of previous natural drainage flows, improvement of site appearance, digging of ditches to collect runoffs, and plantation may be carried out wherever feasible. Now, if you are looking for the assistance of certified consultants for the clarification and the applicability of environmental clearance process, look no further. Corpbiz can assist you with all the formalities related to the clearance process for your project. Contact our experts and get started with the process today. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you for watching.